Hey guys, Loco here with a brand new video. We actually have some huge news. Team Liquid is having visa problems with 3 of their members.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm!
What's the
Everybody
procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
LCS is starting on the 25th, and the 3 people that might not be there in time is 1, Kane, their head coach, 2, Surenfire, their academy jungler, 3, Broxa, their starting jungler. So yeah, this is actually some heavy news and it's really going to affect TL's start. I don't think it will affect TL that much in terms of the bigger picture. We'll talk about why. But first up, let's talk about Kane and him being delayed. So Kane being delayed won't matter that much. Team Liquid as a team has so much veterans on the team and they aren't a very coach reliant team in my opinion. Also, Dodo, their assistant coach, has been coaching with Kane in the last 2 years, and he'll be more than adequate to step up to the job temporarily. Also, we kind of see this situation in traditional sports all the time. Just because you remove a really good coach, like for a brief period, it doesn't mean like powerhouse teams die down. Like Warriors, for example, they had very similar problems. In 2015, Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr had to take an indefinite leave of absence to rehabilitate his back. He's been having back problems for a while.
Steve Kerr has advice for those even thinking about having back surgery.
And I can tell you, if you're listening out there, if you have a back problem, stay away from surgery. I can say that from the bottom of my heart.
Dr. Stephen Lee is a spine surgeon with Muir Orthopedic Specialists. Kerr's initial surgery in 2015 was for a ruptured disc, which Lee says can put pressure on nerves.
So Luke Walton, the assistant coach at the time, he stepped in and the team went on to have a 19-0 streak to start the season. So yeah, for well-oiled teams such as Golden State Warriors and Team Liquid, losing the head coach briefly won't have that much of a negative impact, especially when there's veterans like Steph Curry or Doublelift Core JJ Impact leading the locker room and the team culture. So not too worried about the coaching situation. On the other hand, for the players, a little bit worried. Surenfire being delayed normally isn't that big of a problem, but in this case, it's actually really unlucky for Team Liquid.
If you don't know who Surenfire is, that's okay. A little bit of his history. He competed in the OCE region for Direwolves, actually made a run at MSI and also Worlds while participating on that team.
It's just an academy jungler being delayed, who cares? But the problem is the academy jungler is usually going to be the one that's replacing the LCS jungler in emergency situations like this. So it's a double whammy for Team Liquid.
No whammies, keep it going! Keep it going, no whammies, no whammies! Stop! Stop it, a double whammy!
Their plan A is Broxa. It ain't happening. Their plan B is Surenfire. It's not happening either. So who's gonna rise up to help Team Liquid in the darkest of times? It's going to be Tarzan. Unfortunately, Tarzan is Canadian, so he would have the same problem, like the same kind of visa problems the other 3 are having, so it's not really an option. I actually think it would have been such an interesting experiment. A player like Tarzan, who's supposed to be toxic, who's not supposed to be professional ready, going to play for an LCS team like TL, that would have been crazy. So I think Tarzan actually showed a lot of potential in Twitch Rivals in terms of communication and game knowledge. I didn't think he could communicate that well. I didn't think he'd be reading the map that well. But in Twitch Rivals, he showed he's a competent jungler in terms of not just solo queue, but in a team environment.
They're gonna do... I'm coming top. Heimer's there. We can beat this dude.
Okay.
I can come Q.
Okay.
No Q. Just
No
watch.
Q? Yeah,
So Ligo's had pressure this entire time. Oh, flash, Undertow gets the slow. No flash for Night Blue now. He just used it. No. Didn't have a chance the last fight, but he's not going to have a chance again. Adrian with another kill. They have fed 3 kills to this Riven already.
And I think if he actually played for a lower level LCS team where his laners wouldn't be as consistent as he would get on Team Liquid, he would have a lot of problems. But TL has some of the best laners in LCS, so I actually think it would have been a great fit. I'm not saying Tarzan is ready for Academy or LCS, but I'm saying the experiment of playing Tarzan in TL would have gave us a really good look on how he might be. Like, is he actually ready? Like, we don't know. Like, he's shown a good burst of like potential professional success in Twitch Rivals, and that's such a small part, but him being able to show that with an LCS team would have done crazy things for career. Also, the other thing is, I'm pretty sure Riot really does not like Tarzan. He had to play secretly in Korea because he couldn't get an account, and there's a lot of academy teams that were interested in Tarzan this time around, but he just did not get the okay from Riot. Whenever you're playing in academy or playing in LCS, you are playing for both Riot and that team, and Tarzan's on Riot's blacklist, so yeah, not gonna happen. So the second funny option that people were bringing up was Dom. Oh my god, this would have been hilarious. We often have the discussion on FaceCheck if Dom could still play pro. Dom personally thinks he could, and I also think Dom would be a serviceable jungler, but from what I know, he's been doing mid lane to challenger recently, so I'm not sure if he's in the best form right now. Also, if this was the case, I'd imagine Dom would be streaming a lot less and doing scrims with Team Liquid or dueling with Jensen. They've been having this problem, like the jungle issue, since Christmas. I'll explain in a little bit why we know it's since Christmas. And Dom just isn't like getting ready to be on stage, so I don't think it's gonna be Dom either. I do think Dom would be possible if he wanted to put the work in, but yeah, that doesn't seem to be the case. So who will it be? When Pobelter announced that he won't have a team, Steve reached out and talked to him about being a positional coach for Team Liquid. And that's what Pobelter is doing in 2020. He's going to be a positional coach for the top side of Team Liquid.
I ended up speaking with Kane and Dodo, and we came to the conclusion like, he could be an amazing positional coach, right?
So I'm coming in to be a positional coach for the top half of the map, so top and mid. And I think it's a really good fit because I played with a lot of really strong top laners throughout my whole career. And mid, of course, I've played it professionally.
By top side, I think they mean solo lanes, both top lane and mid lane. Maybe they also mean jungle. And funnily enough, Pobelter's been spamming jungle in solo queue for a while.
Coincidence? I think not!
Now, Pob is someone that's been playing League since forever. I'm talking like Season 1 and before Season 1. And he has a lot of experience. And he plays mid lane. And mid lane actually helps a lot in terms of learning jungle. As a mid laner, you have to understand basic jungle pathing, as you are one of the most gankable and the important lanes to play with. So there should be a good baseline to start with. And also, the evidence is there. We can see that Pobelter has been spamming jungle since Christmas. So yeah, there you go. You have the new starting jungler for Team Liquid. At least until Broxy gets back and the visa problems get solved. Also, there is another topic that I want to hit on in this whole mess. Is Team Liquid's management incompetent? Why are they not getting visas for their players in time? I hate to talk politics, but it actually has to do with our presidency and the Trump administration. I got my green card about a year ago, and from talking to lawyers, ever since Trump became president, getting visas and green card has been so much more difficult for foreign skilled workers. And that's what I am, and that's what a lot of these guys are. They're foreign skilled workers. I'm sure TL did their due diligence and prep things in time. I'd be shocked if they didn't. There's just no way in my head TL was incompetent about this. It's more so in our current presidency, it is harder to get visas and green cards, and it's just messing with TL. So to thumb up, Trump is anti-Team Liquid.
It was terrible then, and it's worse now.
Okay, jokes aside. TL did everything in their power. It's just how it is, guys. TL also has to find a second jungler for Academy, but there is like a loophole that they can use. In Academy, you can play online. Treats from TSM's Academy team actually did this last year.
What the fuck is that? I got baited. I thought I was safe. Holy shit. Just tweet that. What? It's like from a fucking horror movie, actually.
It's a celebration.
They're getting kind of chunked. I need a base. Here? I have a lot of gold.
I also have 2k gold on me.
Morgana can't TP, okay? Morgana can't TP.
Can't go on lane.
He flashed. What's that? Tell me if there's a TP, okay? We can win this. Morgana's just walking, okay? Morgana's just walking. I can't face check her.
Tell him.
I can Listen, kick. Morgana's coming, okay? Morgana's coming.
Yes, kick.
Morgana's coming. Kill. Nice.
Run.
Smurfing, boy.
So maybe Sharnfire will just get flown to another country nearby, probably Canada, so he can have decent ping, and he just plays the first match online, or TL finds a second jungler on top of Pobelter, or Pobelter plays both the Academy and the LCS matches. So don't worry too much about the Academy situation. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. FaceCheck will be coming at you guys very, very soon before they start up LCS. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And remember, I'm not crazy, I'm just Loco. Bye!